Hey guys, I wanted to do an update on my TTC journey. So last update I was pretty much going to say if it was a yes or a no to pregnancy test, and this will give you the answer. A big fat no. So my expectations for this month was up here, and now they're way down low. So I'm kind of demoralised, just a tad, because I really thought this month was going to be the month, even though we've really only been touring for probably 2 months. But yeah, so I think why my expectations are so high, I suppose, because when we did, you know, track ovulation before my son was born, conceived. Jackson, it's alright. You know, we tracked it, and next month, you know, we fell pregnant. So anyway, so that didn't work, but I think there's a few contributions to why I might not be pregnant. A big one kind of being that I got some blood work done the other day, just because, you know, I've been unusually tired and really tired, like wanting to nap in the afternoon and headaches. And so anyway, along with that, the doctor got some, you know, a pregnancy test done, and just to make sure everything was okay for like pre-pregnancy stuff. So they found that I've actually got, or in the blood it tested positive for Burma forest virus. It's like a level down, or not as serious as Ross River fever. It's pretty much contracted by a mosquito bite. So that's good. And I'm guessing it's probably a baby affected my fertility, just because, you know, my energy levels are down, and maybe it's put my cycle out of whack, because that's the other thing that could be contributing. So that's the first thing. And I'm thinking maybe this virus has led me to my cycle not being like it always used to be. Pretty much back in December, well, pretty much ever since I've got my period again with Jackson, I every now and then I tracked, you know, to see when I was ovulating, and I was ovulating, and when my periods were pretty much, you know, 30 days apart. I think it's that luteal phase, and pretty much like if I'd get on the 30th of September, I'd get it then the 30th of October, give or day a take. So I was pretty sure, you know, January and this month was going to be the same, but no. After the wedding, and I don't know if that's another factor, but I'll talk about that later. January, I pretty much only had a 23-day cycle, like my luteal phase. Like I ended up getting my period say the 1st or the 30th of December, and then I got it on the 23rd of January. That's when I thought I was pregnant, because I thought that was spotting, implantation spotting. But now that I look at it, I actually ovulated like 18 to 20 days into my cycle, which normally should be like 14 to 16 days. And then, so if I calculated that spotting to be actually my period, that bleeding from day 1 to the end was like 10, 11 days, which is crazy, because normally mine only lasts like 5 days. And it was quite like, you know, spotting to begin with, and then it was quite heavy towards the end of it. So that was weird. Anyway, so I thought that might have been like a freak month, and then the next month came this month, and ovulated again 20 days into the cycle, and then I ended up getting my period like a week later, which I then again thought was implantation, because it pretty much imitates it. Like it's, you know, I get spotting or a week after. The spotting didn't actually come on this month, only until after we had sex. And I thought maybe, you know, I don't know, it triggered something, or it wasn't my period, or I don't know. And it was brown, like, you know, they say that implantation spotting can be either like pink or old blood, and that's what I have been getting. However, a couple days later, there was a heavier flow, so I just figured it was my period. So between January and this month, it was 30 days between periods, and I did ovulate, but I ovulated later. And I read that apparently if you ovulate late and you get your period the next week, I mean, there's only a 7-day gap, and normally it takes 7 days for implantation. So really, therefore, if I if the sperm meets the egg, it takes about 7 days, and if I'm due for my period the next 7 days, then I'm going to get my period. I don't know, has this happened to anyone else out there, and what did you do? Because I read that if that does happen and you ovulate late, that it can cause a few things. One, it might not be successful in pregnancy because you haven't got a fresh egg, because it's pretty much taken so long for the egg to, so late in the cycle. And also the lining of your uterus, or the lining of something, isn't as intact, which therefore could create the egg not being able to attach itself properly or something to my lining of my wall, or so. And then if women do get pregnant on late ovulation, and due to these reasons they miscarried, because it can't attach itself properly, and it's not such a good egg or something. So I don't know, that's just what I've been reading. I'm probably scaring myself, so that could be another reason. Whacked out cycle, late ovulation. I've read that some women go on Clomid. I know there's a lot of ladies out there. I've got a friend that's almost done the venture of IVF, and they've just prescribed her Clomid. I think it's progesterone, correct me if I'm wrong, that can actually bring on ovulation sooner, so that might have to be a path that I take. Of course I'm going to have to go to the doctor and see what she thinks. So another factor is diet, exercise. Before the wedding, I was pretty much in mission get my body ready for wedding style. I was dieting, low calorie intake, high exercise. I even, was on diet pills. I know that's obviously not the healthiest. Hang on. What are you doing? You're not drawing in there, are you? Yeah. Sorry. No, not on the table. And now, I suppose high caffeine too, because, coffee and whatever else. But now I'm not doing that. I'm, pretty much eating bigger meals, more sensible, not exercising as much, and not on the diet pills. So maybe I've gained, 3 or 4 kilos since the wedding. Is that another contribution? Does only that little amount of weight gain, I'm not even sure if it's that much, really contribute to me not having a good cycle? I mean, I'm ovulating, so really I should. So that's one reason. Also, another reason is that my husband, as I've mentioned, he has got slow sperm, so they need a little kick up the bottom, and my pregnancy pistic, and last time he was on many Bs, like a men's multivitamin, and this time we haven't, gone down that path yet. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to go to the pharmacy and get that. Give him a bit of a boost, the little spermies. Also, the last couple of months, Wade has, had 1 or 2 benders just because, he's had like a friend's birthday party or something that he's gone to, and he's had a bit of alcohol. You be careful. And I don't know if that's actually Jackson. It's probably going to fall off the chair. Yeah, I don't actually know if that's, got a big thing to do with it. Like, he's had a bit of alcohol to someone night. He's not a big drinker, neither am I. So obviously that could be another factor. So I'm sure all these factors do come into it at some point. But at the end of the day, I am still ovulating, and I just need to go to the doctor, I think, and just see if late ovulation can really interfere with producing good eggs and whatever else. I mean, I'm holding my legs up in the air. What more can a girl do? So, any suggestions? Like, I really thought this was going to be the month. I know there's so many other women there that, I mean, I've been blessed with one, and I suppose I'm quite greedy, but yes, we do want a little brother or sister for Jackson, and yeah, so I mean, I've got friends who can pretty much just say pregnancy and they fall pregnant, so it's a bit disheartening when, especially like your best friend's pregnant and, she just pretty much has to talk about it, and it happened. So, if you have any suggestions on how maybe to bring on ovulation sooner, or diet exercise wise, I might actually do another video on my diet and exercise, preconception diet exercise regime. and maybe there's suggestions on maybe what I can do. You be careful, please. Yeah, let me know. So please comment, message, subscribe. You subscribe to me, I'll subscribe to you, and yeah, I'll leave it at that. Hopefully next TTC video will be my last, but hey, might even be doing a few of these, and I'm hopefully, can't speak, I'll go to the doctor between now and next video and get some answers, especially on that virus. Fingers crossed I don't die from it. Jesus, I mean, Ross River fever can be quite serious, so it's not as serious as that, but hey. Anywho, gonna leave it at that. Going to the movies and dinner now, so that should be fun, and we'll check in again soon. Okay. Bye guys.